American Empress Unchained here on YouTube and American Aborigines Unchained on Facebook, okay? So, again, first of all, I want to go ahead and give a quick disclaimer. The fact that I feel as though somebody is taking my information and scrambling up the words, what is that? Okay, hello. And using it on another platform or using it in some kind of way. I feel like somebody is hijacked, like I said, my work. Rather they're giving it to somebody else to use on another platform, okay? Or they are using another platform so they can chop it up. Because, you know, it made me think about this whole, I was thinking about Jacob and Esau and selling the birthright, okay? First of all, I'll never sell my birthright for anything. Second of all is anything that I'm receiving at this point in time is a given because I know a motherfucker owe me, okay? So again, that is kind of like where I'm at with that. But we're going to go ahead and keep it moving, all right? Because I feel like somebody tried some old sly shit. It's my birthday month. And like I put on 𝘨_seeking on Instagram, I ain't begging for nothing. Because I feel like, anyway, there's an instance when I bought dinner and someone came in and was famished. And I fed them. So who's Jake and who's Esau? And what does it all really mean? Because that would just mean that shows the first intentions of Jake's coming in. Now it says one was hated and one was loved. I'm not going to go into the text because then when I go into the text, it leads to something totally different. But y'all already know, okay? I think it was Esau that was hated. Why? Esau probably had a problem with, if it was Esau, we're going to go ahead and say it. If it was Esau, if it was Jake, it's because these were the invaders that they were trying to put into power over the original Hebrews. If it was Esau, now you're going to tell me what it's saying in Hebrew and this dialect, and that's not my dialect right now today, which I understand, so I'm just going to go off of that. So again, if we talking Esau, who was it that hated him? Was there already people, tyrants in power? People that were not supposed to be in power, that were actually lesser than, that were trying to make it so that Esau was not the one? Why the trick? Why was everybody waiting for him? It seemed like this must be something like in my energy where people were pushing and trying to do all these tricks and all these things in order to get somebody to leave or sign over something or give up their right, or tricks and things like this. And again, a lot of stuff with this heavy sorcery or whatever work that's being done to hide information from certain groups and certain people. A lot of this stuff, if you're not even privy of it, because nobody has the whole biblical text memorized, okay? So if you're not privy of it, then again, these people can't take advantage of these things, okay? Lack of knowledge is why you perish, right? So that's why we try to that's why I walk with you guys when we're going through this and looking at, you know, what particular things have happened here. But I was just watching a little clip on Fox News or whatever, two gentlemen going back and forth or whatever. And somebody brought up a meritocracy, okay? So I wanted to go ahead and check into that, just to do a brief little, just look at it and see what it means, what we're talking about here, okay? But before we do that, I want to go ahead and, you know what I'm saying? I have been working on these journals or whatever. I'm working on 12 of them, but I have 3 of them done, okay? And, you know, I noticed a lot of readers, seers, and a lot of, you know, people in general have been journaling lately. You know what I'm saying? It made me think about the whole Diary of Anne Frank energy today, because I was thinking about how women used to wear the, I think there's another word for it, but I'm thinking sackcloth, okay? It was like in war times, they would wear the potatoes. They would take the potato sacks from going to get their potatoes or whatever from in town, and they would cut them up and turn them into dresses, and pretty cute dresses, actually. I really like the dresses. I try to find them I buy them whenever I see them at the thrift store, okay? Or the fabric. I like that fabric, so I buy that too. But anyhow, so because I was just thinking about it, I was making a joke, right? About, you know, the treatment. some of the ill treatment that was going on over here because of some type of manipulation, or right, or some kind of alterations, right, with the people. Okay, so Taurus, you know, I was upset about my birthday or whatever, so Taurus went ahead and made me something, right, for a gift. Okay. And I feel like right away something was telling me, oh, they got you. They tried, they smooth criminal. And I'm like, what? What y'all talking about? Damn, it's my, you know what I'm saying? This is a gift. You know what I'm saying? I'm the king. You know what I'm saying? I'm the empress. This is a gift. You know, and then it was like, somebody trying, yeah. So I'm like, okay, oh, so that's what we talking about. We talking about when, you know, Esau was famished and begging for food or whatever. But that's not how it was. It didn't go that way here. I mean, it went that way with the other, with Taurus, right? When I was cooking the food that I bought, right? Okay. Since we're doing it that way now, okay? So again, what even led to that in the first place? You see what I'm saying? So then it brings back to the separation of family. Was there ever really, you know, some intentions of, you know, some type of union, okay, between a masculine and feminine, or was this just a diversion and illusion? All right? So again, we have illusion in reverse, because I feel like there's some real feelings or something that came out of here, okay? All right, but here's 3 of these journals, okay? And I'm gonna show y'all real quick what they look like, all right? So this one, I don't know, I like lace and stuff like that, and I just thought this kind of looked like honeycombs or whatever. So, you know, I stitched this on. You can see like the little squiggly things right there. You know, it wasn't meant to be like off of his butt, like, you know, they usually will do, okay? I just wanted to freestyle on here with this squiggly thread, okay? So that's just kind of like what that is. And I don't know, to me, it's kind of cute, you know? To me, it's cute. And I don't think I want to put anything on the ends of these, but I may put some yellow, orange, and clear beads on them. I'll show you one that has the beads on it. But for some reason, I just don't really want to, okay? Because I'm trying to keep these lower, something that I can, you know, mass produce and keep them at a lower cost, okay? So I got these little kits or whatever, these bundles. They're going to be in the shop on Saturday. So I just wanted to go ahead and show you guys what they look like now. So this is the inside cover of the book. It's like some tattered lace, the inside of the cover, okay? And then we have the beehive here, okay? And then we have like an old newspaper clipping. Now there's some antique papers in here, vintage papers, some old book papers, some old school paper, you know, writing paper. Some is college rules, some is not. We got tea dye paper in here, all right? Some grid paper, okay? Some old children's encyclopedia pages. And sometimes, you know, I'll just write like on top of this or something like this. You know what I'm saying? I just write anywhere in here, okay? So we have a lot of tea dye paper, coffee dye paper. We have this, a lot of these pages in here. I think it's like 5 pages with the print of the bees and stuff like that in it. Here's some like, you know, the kindergarten paper. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I like. I don't know, I like the texture of paper. I'm just crazy about paper, okay? Books, pages, you know, like some books, like I like the texture of the pages and stuff like that. Okay, just call me a nerd, okay? But anyway, so again, more tea dye paper is not dirty. This is just, you know, hand dyed paper. I hand dye it myself, okay? More bee images here, okay? Some old, like, some script paper. So some of it is like scrapbook paper, all right? All right, here's some plain, like, printing paper. I just left that plain. Then we have more bee paper. The encyclopedia papers, this particular type of paper. I don't know. I just put all different kind of mixture of paper in here. We got an old, I think this one does. Okay, so this is like a herbal, pages from an herbal book, okay? Some of them have, okay, yeah. So this is like college rule paper or whatever. There's a couple sheets of that. And then I have like, what do you call it? Encyclopedia pages, all right? Some parchment paper. Different kind of papers, okay? So this is a recycled, okay? So this is a good way to get rid of old books and paper and stuff like that instead of throwing it away. And again, you know, recycle, reuse or whatever. So a way to be more, you know. We got this, some pages from like Native American books of birds, okay? And then it just goes over and over. And I think all of these have at least 40 pages, okay? They all have at least 40 pages, all right? And then if you go this way, it's going to do the same thing. But, you know, all these pages are, some of these are different, okay? On the other side, okay? Like this one here, all right? This is torn on purpose. I like to put like some ripped pages and stuff. You know, it's kind of like cool when you see like whatever you wrote on this page sticking out from the bottom here, okay? All right, some old vintage menu papers from a menu book. I don't know. I just like the texture of the paper and the colors and stuff like that. All right. So that's what this one looks like. Okay, so that's what the cover looks like or whatever, and that's what this one looks like. All right, so then I'm gonna show you the one here with the yeah, I'll show you this one. Now this one I put some little beads on it or whatever. Okay, just some little beads. You know, my daughter has some beads sitting around the house. Nobody's using them, so I said, okay, that look decent or whatever. Let me go ahead and put these on here because I like sometimes when you can you know, slide this in and put it on a page or whatever that you're working on or whatever, okay? So I noticed a lot of girls, like I said, be writing down stuff, okay? And so I was just like, that might be a good idea. Plus, I just like making these. I've always made them, okay? So this one is the Beekeepers Journal, okay? And it's stitched on the front here. There's this lace behind it. Again, I was trying to give it something that looked like daisies or some kind of honeycomb look. But the pages in this one are more like purple and yellow. Okay, so the pages, the extra pages are a little bit different in here. Okay, we got little tags and stuff like that. Okay, a little tag in here with a B on it, with some little gold thread on it. Okay, and this is something you can write on the back of it or whatever and stick it back in here, whatever slot I had it in. Okay, some hand-dyed construction paper. Okay. Some old book pages with, these are about barns or whatever, okay? American barns, okay? I like to stick to American everything, okay? Most of the time, okay? So then here's this little coin envelope or whatever. So again, you can stick this little tag in it if you want to, or you can stick something else in there, okay? We got this little page with this little lace thing sticking off of it, okay? Stuff like this. All right, same thing dang near as the other one. Same thing with the bird page in there. Only this one got like music note paper in it. Okay, some more tea-dye paper. Postcard print like it's on this paper or whatever. Okay. All right, and then this paper here. Okay. So again, this is one of them. Okay, and then here's the other one. This gold one. Okay. And it's a Beekeepers Journal. And I don't think I want to put no beads on this one. Actually, it looks more sleek without them. Okay, but it's the same kind of thing, but the stitching is a little bit different. Okay, kind of look like, you know, some muddy bee feet. Or what do they have? Okay, I guess we could just say that. Okay, so again, same thing with the printed papers or whatever. Okay, but this one has a CD case thing in it or whatever. So you can slide stuff in there if you want to. Okay. And this one, I think, oh yeah, I did a couple of tabs on here, like lace tabs and stuff like this, okay, for pages. This brown paper bag, I don't know, I just like the way that these sound or whatever, okay, but I usually write on them, or I write on the back here and close it up if it's something like private. Okay, I don't know, it's just fun, okay. So yeah, it has pretty much the same thing. This one has, but this has like that grid paper in there, okay. All right. So I try to color coordinate, you know, but there is some random, you know, pages or whatever, okay? Kind of sort of the same thing. This one has this little B tag or whatever, you know, with a little safety, not a safety pin, but a paper clip or whatever. So you can take this off if you want to, okay? Things like that, okay? And then this one, I thought it was cute to put this little fabric, this trim or whatever at the bottom here, all right? I thought that was cute, okay? So, again, there's 3 of them, and they will be in the shop. I'm telling y'all Saturday because y'all know, okay? That's what I'm gonna say. All right. So Saturday will be when you can find these in my shop, Oracles Unchained on Etsy. Now, okay. So what I'm thinking is like, so I'd appreciate it if people would go ahead and just go ahead and leave my algorithm alone on YouTube and let me do my own thing or whatever, because I really feel like people are taking people's information, you know, that are supposed to be like public speakers or whatever, and they're mixing stuff around to say certain things, and I think that that's a little bit unfair, okay? So I want to talk about the whole thing about the meritocracy. Okay, because some of the points they were making was in Africa when it comes to Rwanda, in the Tutsi and the Tutsi war, Tutsi and I can't remember the other name, war, that they end up going with a meritocracy. Okay, and so it made me think. I hadn't thought about it in that way yet, right? But it made me think about, you know, natives, indigenous people, and then those who are saying that they are Hebrews or Jews and they're not. They're from the synagogue of Satan, which is another group, okay? So again, it made me wonder like how these attacks are happening. Now when it comes to the crime rate, okay? And how this has been a spiritual warfare already going on in Americas already anyway. Hold on one second, just 10 more minutes, okay? Because I didn't even start until now, okay? So it kind of made me think that low-key, this has already been going on with Afghanistan and things like that when it comes to the Americas, okay? The spiritual aspect of this war, all right? Huh? What do you need? Okay. All right. So, let's see. So they were saying that, you know, in Africa, they canceled it and everything like this. Now, I know Africa is a bunch of different continents all together. But the thing that makes it different here is that most of the people... Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell y'all. I forgot to say. This is what I forgot to tell you before we even get all the way up into that. So with these notebooks or whatever, I forgot to say that you're going to get, at least with the first 12, because I need to order some more pencils, but you're going to get one of these wood branch pencils, okay? And then you'll get one of these honeycomb candles. Now, when I have candles like this that burn this small, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that are this small or whatever, a lot of times I'll have like something on the countertop or something like this where I light it and I drip a little bit of wax and then I go ahead and stick it on there, okay? Like in the middle of something, like a tin can or something like this. But again, y'all know what you could do with the candle or whatever. You know, I don't know. All right, maybe you have a candle stand or something. But again, I just thought that would be cute, this little honeycomb thing, okay? And then these necklaces that I made real quick, okay? So you're gonna get one of these necklaces. And I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put them on there probably, by Saturday, I might choose which one will go with which journal or whatever. Or, you know what I'm saying, I'm just going to post them all of the journals or whatever. And then you'll just randomly get one of these. It'll be random, okay? So it's just not, you know what I'm saying, it's just too much trying to make sure everybody get exactly which necklace they want or something. So again, it'll be like a random, you know what I'm saying, unless you put in the notes that you want a certain journal and I still have it, okay? So yeah. All right, so that's it about that. Okay, y'all. I don't know why I feel so weird when I do that, but you know, I do want to go ahead and, you know, allow this way people can support me or support the channel or whatever. Okay. So, all right. So again, so I was saying, okay, so that's pretty cool, but you know, most of the time, like before, I guess that, you know, there's been a lot of activity with China or whatever over in Africa lately. Okay. I remember sometime around the time when we were dealing with the vid or whatever, they were even having some of these factories and some of these people from China being run up out of the country. I remember there was some controversy about that, but see, we forget about those things really quickly, okay? And I'm not telling you I know exactly what it was about, but I know that there was some controversy about Africa, China going into Africa and buying some stuff out or operating or starting businesses there. And again, ever since then, we haven't heard much more about that, okay? So I don't know. I would like to know, I guess. Maybe I can look, okay? But again, I was saying that first of all, when it comes to the continent, so-called Africa, and the different, or let me not say that, because these are different continents within a landmass, okay? And I know that people from there rather not be called Africans. They rather be called by whatever place or tribe or whatever a group they're affiliated with, okay? So what I was thinking was logically taking your feelings out of it, that most of the people there are most likely African, you know, from the standpoint of looking from an American point of view. Same way we look at Mexico. Most people in Mexico are Mexicans, okay? Most people in China are Chinese, okay? Most people in Afghanistan or Iran are those particular people, okay? When it comes to America, we were Americans, okay? but the watering down of the culture and the true ethnic value of the people that are the original autochthonous Americans that stem from them American God bloodlines of the old world have been watered down enough. So when I'm looking at this meritocracy, it sounds good, but what I've seen is a lot of paper genocide and a lot of things that these people that were, again, planted in our communities that act as though they were fighting against those things with us, and actually were the people that would benefit from us being, most of our people still being ignorant of this, all right? For all I know, all right? Or the key players in the group being ostracized and cut off from information to make it seem like they don't belong, right? When they are the actual true rulers, someone like myself, okay? A royal heir or a heir of these particular people, where there is something already based in me organically that woke me up, and there is a that had awakened me and anointed me, all right, to do some certain things in leadership in this particular, in the world, but this country at this point in time. So we are the ones that we have been waiting for. But everybody else, right? See, a prophet is not honored in their own hometown. Unfortunately, America has turned into an anti-Christ nation. From my standpoint, again, sometimes I feel like I'm in a glass jar and everybody else is aware of something that I'm not. And I wonder, why, God? Why you doing that, God? You know what I'm saying? You know how I feel about it, God. But he like, I know you can handle it though. And I'm like, okay, maybe I can, but still, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So again, I know that some of these things are being done, by source or by God, okay, to test some measures or teach a lesson or do something like this. But there's other things that are being done by these particular groups and these people, okay, to navigate in a way of this consuming things, okay, over the original people. And I think that throughout the test of time, these people have been allowed to do this to see how far they would go. But then again, when does it happen that we realize that that might be the wrong way to let it go about, okay? This might seem like this is another God or something that we're dealing with in some instances, and because there are other gods in the Bible, or else the Bible would not say don't have any other gods before me, okay? I mean, that's just as plain and simple. Anybody that keep on saying that there's one, okay, all right? There is maybe one God, but the Bible is saying that there are, so we have to be aware of that, because that can show you when you might be getting misled, and to be able to interpret and realize and recognize which gods you're dealing with when we're in that text. Is it one of these fake gods? Is it another, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I'm looking, because the Bible is like a story or a reflection on. So there might be sometimes when people were in that Bible and they were being called gods, but they were not. You see what I'm saying? They were from the synagogue of Satan. They were trying to do the same things that God was doing. So again, that's why, I look at the Bible as a different beast, okay, than other people, okay? So again, but like I said, America is turning into more of a melting pot. When that happens, okay, now everybody's life should be valued the same when it comes to just having the so-called American dream, or being able to live, breathe, to do the basic necessities to be able to live, to be protected or safe, you know what I'm saying? To do regular everyday things, everybody should be treated the same. But when we're talking about a matriarchy, okay, or a hierarchy, okay, this is when I feel that I draw the line. This is where God draws the line. God, and somebody made a point that, God says that we're all this and we're all that. No. I want to know a lot of times where we seen this occurrence, because if you really think about it in the Bible, there is some moves being made in that text to separate, to prominently separate, and definitely say who's who and why. So even when Jesus came, he said, I only came for the lost sheep. I only came for the lost sheep. He didn't say he came for the whole world, none of that. So I'm saying, I wish people would stop lumping everything together as if they telling the truth, and you're not, okay? There was a reason All right. So when we go back to when I look at the old caste system or class or caste, okay, that they had in ancient Egypt when it was the pharaoh at the top. The pharaoh was the head of the state or the estate. Okay? The son or the daughter of the chief, whoever, was the one. Okay? And then when we go down to the bottom, there was no underworld. There was no Dalit. There was no untouchables. There was not where black people are possibly labeled and set within the caste today. Okay? And then the more darker people or some of the people in India, you know what I'm saying, today, okay? In a form of servitude, like lowly or less than, okay? So when the pharaohs were having this caste or class system, they didn't have that. The foreigners and the commoners, peasants, and servants, or the regular class people were in the same boat. There was no mistreatment or ill treatment. Okay, now that could have been a problem. That might be a problem. Why shit? You know, by the after the 16th dynasty, that things went downhill. Who knows? All right, but I'm just saying they didn't treat people unfairly that were coming in. Matter of fact, when they found stragglers or the so-called pale face in straggling around, or when it was coming from tribe to tribal wars, from kidnapping and stuff like that, they went to other. If somebody would kidnap from them, then they would. So they say. They would go and take some people from them and bring them in, but treat them as family, okay? This is making me think a little about little points of how we have gotten here in the first place, okay? Because what happens is, okay, so I'm pretty sure you're not going to go, and we can make a point of this here, okay? I'm pretty sure you're not going to go to many countries in Africa and find Caucasian men running these countries in Africa. Now, you have something there, though, because it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter about the race. It is about the hierarchies in these particular families. That's why righteous ones were chosen, or the meek were chosen, but then they ended up abusing these people, okay, when it comes to biblical texts, okay, is what I feel. All right. So when we're talking about this, you know, I think you're rarely or barely going to see that. But then again, you have also, now there's another reason for. Sure is not, it could be because they're using a low class group of people to do their dirty work or to be their maids or whatever, but it could also be that there's some form of envy and jealousy as the way that and acting like the shit is normal, you know what I'm saying, until it comes knocking at their door. You know what I'm saying? And so it's this whole energy of, we're going to have to look and see what this means. All right? So all of these things I kept battling back and forth in my mind, right? Because somebody was saying a colorblind. Yeah, when it comes to how you treat your family, your co-workers, people you work with, people you go to school with, everyday people. Yes, there should be something where no race should matter. Rather, who you want to fight, who you want to kill, who you want to rob, who you want to steal from. Race should not matter, even though you shouldn't be doing those things. You keep just, hold on 1 second. I want to finish. Let me finish this one point, and then I will do a part 2. Oh, yes. I don't know. But there should be a little bit of tape, measuring tape, in that room over there by my sewing stuff. A purple measuring tape. It's like a wadded up long strip of something, okay? So yes, and the way that you treat people in the everyday basis, but we're just of course you shouldn't treat people different because of their color or because of their race, ethnicity, their finances or anything. But that's exactly what's going on under wraps here. Oh my goodness, this is exactly what's going on in the Americas. Okay. As to who's going to be targeted, who's going to be called a domestic terrorist, who's going to be this, who's going to be that, okay? And I feel like in the end, none of this stuff is really going to matter, but it's just like, really? So now that you done killed off the big chiefs, right, by just, you know, stripping them of rights or treating them ill-willly or using cyber attacking or, you know, all these different type of attacks on the real chieftains, which you feel like which are immortal, might I add, meaning they can't be rubbed off, they can't be killed, they can't be cut off. It's not going to happen. You see what I'm saying? So this is where I guess people must be delusional or something, okay? Because they keep on trying to do things to get you caught up and kill you off. But again, some of us are just immortal. So you can't do that. So I don't know what they're doing, okay? But they come in and they mix up the language of the people, okay, so that they can't understand each other. And I feel like that's what they're doing to some of us that people may be used to hearing on other platforms. They may be taking and chopping up what we're saying and making it seem like we've changed course or we mean something else or we're saying something else here. These are people that don't want to hear what you feel. They don't want to hear what you really think. They want you to look at a piece of paper or script something and say what's on that paper and keep it moving. Because whatever this meritocracy, okay, which I feel like is not judging people on who they are, but what, you know, a man by his works in a general sense, okay? So again, that's what I'm saying. If we got a lot of people in America when it comes to the hood in different neighborhoods that could possibly do these certain jobs, then why does the United States corporation spend so much time and money and effort and going to other countries and bringing people over here and giving them grants and things like that in order to start businesses or become doctors and lawyers and shit like this, high-end job, instead of, again, honoring the people that are in your own town already? You see what I'm saying? Why do we set up so many programs to help people in Africa and other countries? Not saying that nobody shouldn't, but we're not concerned about the people here. And when we do get concerned about the people here and we can actually do something about it, then we got sneaky people in the White House changing Americans from Americans to migrant people in their own land and sending them off into exile in their own land. So again, my daughter wants something from me, but we're going to go ahead and pull 3 cards real quick. I got my little, you know, just to kind of calm the mood. Yes. Yes.
Where's the
The who?
The way.
The what?
The where.
I don't know what that is. What is it?
They tell your way.
The what?
They tell your way.
A scale?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have one. I don't really want to see one that much.
Where?
Huh?
Where is it?
I don't have one anymore. I think Maya took it. I think she took it. You know what? I might order another one. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and pull 4, just to see what the current mood is. Maybe if the ancestors is trying to tell me something before I go all up in here. Because we're going to go ahead and pull this term up. And we're going to look at it for ourselves. All right? It's just important to know that we got to stop with that. God was separate. Now, it was a reason why now. Okay? And I think the reason is for these particular things couldn't happen to the real people of this land. But again, it still happened. Just like they've been lying about African Americans being from Africa when you was already here in America prior to, I would say 1492. Well, damn, yes. I mean, I'm just saying, you was already here prior to the 1600s. Some of you, okay. So again, we could keep playing. But it is what it is, okay? So we got temperance in reverse here. And I feel like this is these people being able to scramble up our words and doing all this stuff, that we got to be calling an end to this shit, because it's just outrageous here. I feel like it's people is just doing such wicked things right now. And it's just going unseen and like, what is, there is lawlessness in the fucking kingdom. And I feel like it's because they keep on trying to have people that's not the motherfucking people in positions of power and authority and making moves and decisions. And as long as you keep doing that and trying to leave the people out that you know have come, that you've been watching already, and you know who the fuck they are, all right? It seemed like that's what's going to keep on happening. Unless I'm in a world of my own and the news is just all fake, all right? All right? And that's why everybody would be looking at me like I'm crazy. Because they got the king or the empress, you know, locked up in some type of mental prison with 5G. I mean, that's the only other way I can see it. While they extract everything, energy, essence, funds, homes, husbands, wives, children from them either mentally or physically or emotionally or spiritually, cutting off connections to the ether or to your ancestors or to your other tribal members, all right? So you can't be on the same track here, okay? So we got the 7 of Wands. This is somebody that is standing their ground and defending themselves. And even up on this perch here, or up on this cliff here, okay? With these wands coming at this person from below, okay? And this person is still holding this wand and fighting back here, all right? And I feel like whoever this is of the sand of the sea, he's of the earth, and he's of the meadows or the grass too, okay? Damn, this almost giving me Daniel vibes. That the statue. So this would be somebody of all, like of the all possibly. That everybody is after this person. Whether it be spiritual attacks, sorcery being used, spell work, which could be spelling or paperwork that's being filed by these particular people here that are trying to defile or even dismember or disrupt whatever would be going on with this energy here that's standing ground, saying enough. What is this? To 7? Because this could be also, shit, this made me think about G7. This made me think about G7, okay? So I don't even know why just the whole thing about Putin and telling Finland and Sweden not to join NATO. It's almost like it's a scary, it's a gamble. It's a 2 of Pentacles energy, because even though it's not the 2 of Pentacles, because it's almost like, damn, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like, why not? You know what I'm saying? So somebody can continue to do what they're doing, right? Or is this something, somebody knows something that you don't know? Because I feel like they pushed him off to the side at some point in time. At first I thought it was the major 2 people that I saw when it came to G7 was Biden and Putin. I guess we ain't gonna talk about if they're on the same page still yet or not, or still or whatever. Okay, I don't know. But, you know, I know real wars be fought over other things than that, right? So it even made me think about, like, you know, how a lot of these women or whatever, these succubus energies, or these women or these full reign women or whatever that these men go to, like it's giving me the energy of them talking about American oil is being attacked by Biden while they going everywhere else and getting all kind of oil. It's the same thing with women. But if you think about somebody that's anointed, that means that somebody who has been smeared with oil. So it's funny how they keep in the American Empress trying to use documents and whatever they're trying to use to make it seem like this a masculine or a particular masculine can't come towards the Empress, right? Or the American Empress, okay? But everybody else is getting their cup filled. You see what I'm saying? It's just something, I don't know, it's just something very strange about that. Because that's to me, when I'm reading between the headlines, it's telling me, again, like I thought, that there's a prejudice or pride in prejudice or a competition It's like somebody that is a competitor is actually standing in the place. Like, how can you be competing? Like, I really never even understood that either, really. You know what I'm saying? Because that means that person has access to a lot of things at the White House or whatever that could be a way for them to have a head start on anybody else that would be running. You know, like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? We just talking just on the surface level tonight. We just like, you know what I'm saying? If you was like smoking and toking and just talking, even though that's not what I did. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that I'm doing tonight. I'm just really like, damn, is these people really this slow? I mean, please take no offense, but is it really? Because they looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm looking at all these people like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? I don't care how long it's been going on. Some of this shit got to be, like, really. I mean, if you really won't change, like, I don't know, okay? But anyways, like I said, this is just energy. And since this is 7 wands and he holding this, that could be Putin. Shit, I don't know. I don't know. Because that's somebody that's actually looked like they're fighting for something. It could be Biden too. I don't know. But I'm just saying, it's one of them. And then we got the high priestess here, okay? With the Torah in her hand and the moon at her feet, because the Torah is in the tarot and the tarot is in the Torah. We got the black Amor and white Moor energy here with these 2 posts next to her. And then these are all the sands, the seeds of the sands of the sea or whatever, all right? Also, I get Ankh energy from this cross on her chest and this pearl. But also, you know what I'm saying? This also gives me Taurus energy, okay? And it also gives me Venus energy. And it gives me, like, just the sign of feminine energy or whatever as well, okay? But it's like something has been cut off, though, okay? Like it's blocked or something here. Like, that's the bottom half of it. And then the top is on her head, okay? But I feel like whatever this is, this person is defending possibly this, you know what I'm saying, this high priestess energy here. You see what I'm saying? This could be something here. Because something is giving me Gypsy or Romney, Russian Romney. You know what I'm saying? I got this one book here. I got a book here that I ordered today, okay? I know nosy motherfuckers probably already know what it's about. But, you know, why I got it was to learn how to protect my energy and protect myself, because I can't sit here and allow people to be acting stupid with my energy no more, okay? So again, I'm going to be protecting myself. I'm going to find ways to do that. And then we have the strength card, because I feel like there's some type of mirage going on here. There's some type of trying to soothe a lion or tame a lion or make a lion think that they're not really in control to keep, you know what I'm saying, feeding this lion something, some lies or some garbage, okay? That's what the strength card, the strength card is a manipulating card to me, all right? This is also making me think about a feminine energy, okay? I think her 24 hours a day, she does this. This woman, you know what I'm saying, I like to be able to, you know, I like to watch her mind work. Because if there's one person that's crafty, now the most cunning. And the damn thing is, I feel like it's a descendant of energy from Esther. It could be Esther's energy herself. And she could be warring against her daughter, which is the one that's truly supposed to be reigning right now over a man. Okay? But there's something here where this person is very fucking cunning. And I just sat there for about 30 minutes and watched her video, and I said, I'm trying to see where you at. Because cunning isn't always bad. But cunning could be bad if you're trying to get somebody and force them into doing your narrative. Just because you feel like that's the way it's supposed to be. And then you feel like you can badger people and beat them, or, you know, bring up their past and torture them with it, or you can do all these things like this because you want somebody to do something your way, okay? It's almost reminded me of Esther in the originals, when the mother came back and she was trying to force, she was really like cool, calm, and collected with her warring. You know what I'm saying? And she kind of strapped, you know, Elijah down, and she was kind of forcing, because she wanted them to assume a different role or something like this, okay? She wanted them to be who she wanted them to be, All right. And so she decided to make sure she strips everything that they have from them in order to get them to bow down to her and do what she wants and get things to go her way. So when I listen to this person that happened to have Lizzie in their name, she's very freaking cunning, man. It flips around like, whoo. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at nobody. I'm just saying I see something there. Knowing that I've seen this woman's face, though, in my dreams or in a vision when I was a small child. And when I brought this up to my dad just this year, he said he saw the same woman at our old house on Jackson Street. Okay? So it lets me know that I'm on the right, but I don't know, was she there? Was she some type of somebody sent in as protection? Was this a source sending me a message of warning? Was this a message of protection? Was this a message of something else? You know what I'm saying? Is there some other kind of galactic ties, a galactic mother or something like this? You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about here. All right? Because it would be dangerous because this feminine would have ties to these masculines possibly that I'm having ties with too. And also that father figure energy. But I don't think that the father and the mother Esther got along with each other on the originals. But who knows what it would be like in real life, okay? Maybe this person might still have a soft spot or something. You know? It's making me think it used to be a time when somebody loved that person, but somebody changed that, all right? And this person can't take that. So all they do all day is figure out how to make the daughter look bad, all right? This is what I was telling you about. Somebody also, so they would even turn their daughter into this energy here, okay? Having to defend themselves and fight for their life because, again, they want this wand or they want the staff in their hand, okay? This is also, again, when it comes to biological parents, trying to call that card of insanity on somebody. What is it? What's really on your spirit and what you really worried about? Because I could really look at y'all and I can really question your sanity for coming at me the way they fucking have. And not acknowledging the fact that you know I have these gifts. You know there's been something about me for a long time, since childhood. But because it's not your daughter that went to school and got all these credentials in college and all this shit, you want to try to come against me or you want to take my birthright and give it to... Now, see, I'm talking about this. You know, I hope people don't get offended, but I say it how I say it. I'm talking about this on a spiritual level. Seeing the things that you... Obviously, somebody else act like they don't see it. This is seeing the things that go on in the background. This is the things I'm not even aware of my whole entire fucking self. None of us are in access. It's like a large amount of our brain, if not 70-something% or more, that we don't even have access to, that doctors don't even know nothing to fuck about. You see what I'm saying? So, okay? How much of this is somebody consciously doing? You see what I'm saying? I have to think back to my childhood. How much of this was consciously done to me? With that side eye or that evil eye. When can I go back and see what the difference was of how I was treated and how the other two children in the family was treated and I was made to feel bad about it. But I got over it. I don't hold grudges. I see it for what it is and I keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no problem with me. But when you trying to come sideways at me or try to come at me like with my mental health or something like that, you out your mind. And that's when you lost me. All right? So again, that could turn... hold on. Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm looking. I don't want y'all to see all that. Hold on. Okay, I'm just making sure. Okay, I just want to make sure y'all ain't seeing nothing that you ain't supposed to be seeing. Okay? So, again... I feel like all that's over, but I think nobody's talking about it no more because they've locked something in with somebody. They went, you know, and I was just thinking about this today because, you know, somebody was really on track with the storyline of mine, right? But then they were saying, you know, this might be your parents, you know, and I think this person might, you know, have had a past in drugs or something like this. But they was like, maybe you're not on drugs anymore. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute. That's where we can stop. You know what I'm saying? Nothing, like I'm not hating or nothing. I'm just saying that's where we can stop. Because with me, I don't know what kind of shit they got going on in these courthouses, okay? Maybe we can ask the, _. But with me, it ain't never been no question of my mental health. It ain't been no question of until I start asking about some money, okay? When I started utilizing my gifts to give me some clarity and show me some things, all right? And that's when people want to start talking this shit. That's when people in my family that don't talk to each other never start talking to people and then telling me they don't have to talk to me about what they're talking about. That's when I knew something was wrong, okay? Look at this. Look what the fuck just came out here. Okay, we got adjudication here. Okay, like I said, there's some funny shit going on in the background right here. All right, what? Let's just let's stop. See, cause I'm getting heightened here. All right, I'm already just getting a little bit heightened. Okay, so we got the Six of Pentacles in reverse here. Okay, so again, the thing I'm calling out is no more breadcrumbing the American people. Period. In order to satisfy illegal immigrants that are coming into the country. This don't mean I want their babies to die. This don't mean I want you to shoot them down in the street. What this mean is at the foot of the bed upstairs in dad's room. And yeah. This don't mean I want nobody to be harmed, or that I will treat somebody or say foul things to them or think that they don't deserve to live. You know what I'm saying? That's not that. But when it comes to me seeing the people in my land, I'm always talking about America first. So when I see the people in my land being treated some kind of way by people that are coming in or have only come in a couple of generations ago, we have to look at those things. You have to look at them. All right. And if this meritocracy is trying to ignore the fact that there has been social, emotional, physical, spiritual things, okay, when it comes to even so-called Christians, right, in the Bible, okay, and these things, and people using, things like gay rights or transgender things in order to create these mobs of people to come after people, it's ridiculous to me. It's just ridiculous to me. Because what you're saying is that regular people that still believe in the word and believe in that God, not the one on that money that you worship, but the real God, don't belong here. And this is their land. And this is when the fuck you got a problem. Because I wish you would go over there and tell these people over in a continent or a country in Africa that they can't practice whatever they practice. Their people have practiced. See, these people were able to keep certain cultural trends or cultural, things that their people would do. In America, we lost all that by the watering down and the continuous flooding of this nation. By feeling like everybody that's coming over here is coming over here to be your friend. Just because they don't bring bombs over here in their pockets don't mean shit. Whatever they're doing is making things harder for us and continuing to make it easier for these particular people. And now all of a sudden that there's millions of people over here from other places that we don't know where the fuck they done came from. You want to talk about a meritocracy? Well, I'm going to go ahead and see what it means, but I'm just going off of what I'm feeling right now, okay, about what the fuck it means. This means that you want to see, and you know why my daughter pulled that card, shallow grave. That's what I'm saying. They feel like they got the real Americans, the ones that have been ordained by source, in a shallow grave here. And one more move or one more thing said that sounds like you might be offending somebody or you might be saying something. This is why I'm concerned about people taking our material, or my material, I'm just going to say, to another platform, mixing it up, scrambling it up, taking pieces out, and then delivering it to the public while keeping me hidden here on YouTube with no growth on my channel. That's whack, right? All right? Because it just so happens that these same people is up in that motherfucking White House. And if they not, they working with it. So we got the Three of Cups. And that's what I'm saying. This third party situation. Rather, this is, America turning the cheek for things to happen. I mean, the United States corporation turning the cheek so that things can be happening to the real American people. Okay? Harmful things that might harm them mentally, physically, socially, emotionally. All right. But since other nations are in here doing it or having a part in it, then just like it talks about, I think in the Talmud, then they wipe their hands of it. It's like they don't have nothing to do with it. You see what I'm saying? So they let somebody else come in and do the dirty work, and they celebrate with them. They celebrate with their women, like in wartime. If you think about it, the man to come back home broke, the woman be at home struggling, ain't got shit to eat, nothing like this. And the man out there spending his money on prostitutes from other lands and shit like this and having babies and foreign babies and shit like that. and treating her, you know, because it made me think about this Bible verse where it said the one that is less loved, right? The two wives, and it was one that was less loved. Her child should be able to get the most. And then there was one that's more loved. Well, you would think that somebody is less loved because of the special way that they're treating their whores, right? Okay? And how they turn their back on one set of children. They over here dealing with these whores that they found during these war times. And don't let me think, don't, because that's exactly what the fuck been going on. Okay? That's sources telling me that's when you was having a feeling about somebody having secret trips and all this stuff, that's what was going on. But then again, it made me think about this energy of another feminine did a video today. And she said somebody ran off with somebody's everything. Now, I feel like the same way an empress is sitting here, people is running away with this, or even your husband or a masculine that's close to you could be running away with your shit. You know what I'm saying? Spending it on another. Let me calm down. Let me not talk like that, okay? Okay? But I'm an observer. I don't just run. I analyze shit. Then you can't get mad at the empress for entertaining other men that gave their time and energy to protect her or serve her in some kind of way here, okay? Whether it just be telepathically or another way, okay? I haven't experienced no other way, not that I know of anyway, all right? But, you know, who mad? You see what I'm saying? All right? Because then this leads to then all these masculines feeling like they got dibs on this woman, or they can control her, or she owes them something, or something of this nature here, okay? Secretly, all right? Because if we look at this again, this person has his hand on the younger of this too. But all the abundance is coming from her basket, the one clothed with the sun, with gold. The older, more mature woman. Everything coming from her basket while he cuffing this young girl. And her cup is held up higher than the other ones. And it even got three well, I won't say three squiggly lines. That's the three, okay? That's the Roman numerals. But anyways, that's funny how that's there. But her cup is sitting right there. And you know what? Matter of fact, it's like, y'all know that game in school? Okay? Or that game you used to have it's like a cone or whatever, and the ball is there. And you got to kind of like do like this. You know what I'm saying? And catch that ball back up into the thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because this bitch is going to run away with all your shit. You see what I'm saying? This female, and then it's like a man can't even come back and face his family and tell the truth. Because you got to feel like something. You got to feel like something. That a bitch that came, a foreign bitch, and your wife been telling you the whole time, don't fuck with them bitches. Them hoes ain't loyal. And then here you go. See? Lust. Her fucking cup is bigger than both of theirs. And it's full with both your shit. So again, what flew out was adjudication here, okay? But then I'm thinking about this real funny, like, because I know that judges and shit been paid off, all right? So this almost like this adjudication is even giving me this here, because not only is this woman, it's whoever these people in the justice system, is these police officers and these other people that's benefiting off that shit too. So again, when both, it's the same thing about calling the police, you know what I'm saying? And now they want to question, well, both of y'all going to jail. Oh, okay, well then the motherfucker ain't going to be calling the police when some shit happen. You see what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? How these two is both sitting here at the same time. It's almost like somebody making some excuses like child support and, you know, alimony and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Which again, in some cases, I think 20 years and 30 years and 50 years and a lifetime is a little bit too much, maybe. Okay? You know, I'm just saying, I don't know, depending on what a motherfucker did or depending on what it is or how you feel, who you are. Okay? But, you know, I think a woman should be set up. I don't think that people should be able to secretly go and get a divorce and try to leave a woman with nothing, especially if she have children. I don't think that that's the case. I think that that is so wicked. That's what I think it is. And most of the time, these men just going to come sniveling back or have to come back and turn back to that other feminine. The one that was real. That's how I know there's heavy manipulation and alterations being done on the minds of these masculines in wartime from ever since a long time. Something telling me something about 1926. Okay? And look at that coat of arms from the Bible right there behind his back. Because ultimately, these people, again, problem, reaction, solution. With this UK reign energy, who started the shit? Who's acting like there's some kind of solution? Who wants to be the savior of it? Who you gonna owe for the rest of your life? Who you gonna be indebted to for the rest of your life? Because like I was about to say, then it can end up, because these people in the justice system where they deal with law, that it end up that this person end up with more than the two people that's down here end up with. You see what I'm saying? This made me think about when people got like conservatorships and they got lawyers and stuff in the mix. How it seemed like, you know, the people that's supposed to be helping somebody end up with more than the fucking person. I think when they broke down that damn thing, I think about Britney Spears or somebody. I was like, damn. Like she was getting like $15,000 a month or something. I don't know. I don't remember specifically or whatever. But everybody else was getting buku fucking rich. All right? So it's just like, really? That's sad. You know? But I feel like that's what's happening with a lot of us. And people acting stupid around here. Okay? Or like you are. And everybody a yes man. Yeah, the divine masculine or the feminine. And they just jumping on one side or whatever. Because like I said, it's a lot of people getting a payout. There's a lot of people that wish that you would hurry up and just die. You know what I'm saying? So they can go ahead and start spending this money. You know what I'm saying? That they've been holding and hiding behind their back. Like you don't know the fuck that they stole the money and they keeping your money. And keeping you with none of it. With none of it. All right? And look, we got expectation. Look how she's sitting up at this window. Like, where my shit at? You know, it's even giving me, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, like, I don't know. She's like sitting there like, when is coming? You know, like, goddamn, when the man, you know, like this hot. That's how it used to be when I was getting the Amazon package. Okay. But again, this does also, this expectation, she make me look like she's waiting for her wartime husband or, you know, somebody named Jack or something that she used to be writing some, or John or Paul or something, you know what I'm saying, that she used to be writing some letters to in the war. You know, in 2022, it'd just be like, you know what I'm saying, somebody playing mind games or telepathically communicating. You know what I'm saying? Back then, it was a fucking letter. You know what I'm saying? You know, back in the days before that, it was probably some etching on some fucking concrete wall or something. You know, something like this, okay? But what it's telling me that somebody is imprisonment, okay? There's somebody in prison. Yeah, or Tyrone. Ooh, might be some Tyrones around this. Okay. All right, y'all. Okay. I don't know why I'm in that mood tonight, okay? Maybe because we ain't in the Bible, so I don't feel like I got to be like, oh. Even though y'all know I can go there in the Bible too, okay? Because it ain't even about that, all right? It shouldn't be about what I say, right? Or what I wear, you know what I'm saying? It should be, you know what I'm saying, about the message, okay? So again, this making me think somebody's expecting some kind of judgment is being made here. This woman with this expectation is waiting for somebody to come in or her ships to sail in or something like this. And all what she knows is this man is in prison. And I feel like it's a bunch of haters and cock blockers that's holding this man up here. It might even be cock blockers from the neighborhood or something like this that don't honor, you know, the woman's word no more. Because again, somehow these masculines that got together and came up with a plan and now it's backfiring on them because now they can't even come close to the Empress. And now the Empress in a more fucked up situation because now she's left stranded around these crazy motherfuckers around here. You know what I'm saying? The community. Look at this shit. Can I tell you something any different? Can you tell? Like, I don't even know what's going on lately. I don't know, y'all. 39. The community. And look how these two men back there in the back, all spiffy up in this place behind the closed door. What goes on behind closed doors, okay? So they back there and look how, you know, she look, you know, it look like a normal family, but they don't look like they too well off. It look like middle class or, you know, maybe just a little bit less than that, like farm, you know, community people or something like this. They work hard for the money, okay? But these men back here, they looking like, you know, they dipped in gold, okay? You see what I'm saying? These are the what they call it, something shakers or whatever, shakers and movers or something like this. And they look happy and graceful still, but these motherfuckers, you know, they look like it's just like, man, well, I guess he ain't got nothing to give us now, but it look like they got all kind of money up in this motherfucker that they can get somebody. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And not because they should, it's just because these people, they owe it. Like, let's just keep it all the way the fuck real, okay? Let's just keep it real, all right? Let me go ahead and see what my baby wants. Because, look, y'all, I supposed to been got up from here. But I do want to go into what this term is. I'm halfway down my little checklist or whatever. So we're going to talk about it, all right? Because I feel like it's funny that somebody wants to bring everything to equality now, and it should be the works of a person. After you done got millions of people up in here that we don't even know who the hell they is, now we want to make things even. Even the card is saying it, even Steven, okay? Now we want to do it, all right? That's crazy. And then even it's in reverse, but even when they give it to you, now it's time for they women, these plants and these, you know, whores of Babylon possibly that they done sent in, walking away with all of the men's shit. So who's going to be on top then? These women. I'm ahead of the game. I'm ahead of the game. What is that company called? Ham something? I'm just saying. If y'all on Pandora, okay, and that commercial come on. This is somebody taunting, saying I'm ahead now. Shem or whoever, Japheth or whatever, you know, since brother went against brother, these feminists saying that they're ahead now. And they don't want nothing from American women. But your whole entire life. Damn. And then now American women, from dealing with this whole twin flame shit, we just ready to be on our own, boss up and be little Oprahs running around this motherfucker. Okay? From all the trauma and all this other shit. And then the masses want to be mad. And that might not be everybody. You know, like I said, some people might want to, you know, get with their masculine or something like that. You know, I'm hearing like after the war, somebody going to be throwing a party. Okay. But it don't matter. It don't mean that everybody, you know what I'm saying, going to be invited. Okay. Yeah, that's what I see there so far, okay? I'm going to go ahead and just pull like 3 of these real quick. 4, since we got these 4 cards out here. And then I'm going to go ahead and stop, okay? So we got shock here in reverse. So again, this could be somebody in jail. This also could be somebody coming to claim their claim their prize or their bride, okay? And somebody acting funny, like they don't want to give it up now. All of a sudden, they want to be nice now, okay? So again, expectations. We have hard here, okay? Or no. Let's go ahead and put this on. Yeah, because that goes with earlier, the hard knock life. Somebody's talking about here's the hard knock life. Okay. All right. So again, this has something to do with, like I said, like New York. Okay. Wait. Okay. So adjudication here with tickle. Okay. So again, this is making me think about this is just tickling this man's fancy. Okay. Because he know whatever they in there to get judged, it ain't gonna do nothing but, you know, do more harm to a group of people or something like this. And, you know, it's almost like he's a little bit tickled, or like they're tickling his fancy a little bit here. Okay. Like, don't y'all know that's messed up or whatever? Because then this man probably had to get 2 or 3 or 5 jobs or something like this, because now he got child support. But I'm just telling you, you know what? I wish I would find out some shit like this. I'm just going to tell you. You know, because I wonder if we got to be talking about otherworldly things here, because I'm pretty sure there's some men that been cut off. They probably got a vasectomy or something, and, you know, and then you wonder how the hell, but this, a heavy something is telling me somebody. But you know what? This could be, whatever. This could be anybody. This could be anybody. I'm just saying, because I just heard fooled you again. So Again, this could be that somebody, grandma could be stepping in here. Okay, I'm making something here, and I was putting down grandma's hands, right? I was doing like some doodling or whatever, and I was putting grandma's hands, and I was saying I wanted to do something like yeah. Okay, I won't talk about it. Okay, you'll just see it when you see it. But it's like almost like somebody, grandma, want to smack the hell out of somebody. I think, wake up. I keep hearing, wake up. And I feel like it's my ancestors want to do that to me. And I also think that somebody ancestors want to do it to them when it comes to some kind of way that somebody's acting with some female. Okay? And don't let this be no kind of, you know, feminine energy that, you know what I'm saying, can manipulate, or a situation with men. I'm about to say a headmaster. Oh! And guess what we got? We're going to stop. I'm going to stop. Okay? I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop. Hold on. Who he looking at? Okay, he having a hard time not looking. Okay, he kind of looking down the middle. There ain't nobody in the middle, but he kind of looking down the middle. Okay? Maybe he trying not to look at the woman here. Okay? Oh, but look at this too. Why am I noticing this? Damn. The gavel is on the side of the man, right? On top of his head. But it's almost like bruise thy head and bruise thy heel, okay? Because she got all these books stacked up over her head, all right? But he got the gavel in the end right here over his head. And what I tell y'all, that was what I was saying the other day about it being somewhat of a man's world, okay? And the book smart might be what got this, with this judge looking at her. Shit. He might be doing some kind of, you know, looking over the case or whatever. He might be looking at the damn female. Okay? Let's see. All right? And for community, we got dirty. Now, I'm not saying these people look dirty, but I'm just saying there's some dirty shit going up in somebody's community. At the end of the day, and that's just final. The community did somebody dirty, and I think it's the Empress and the Emperor. And the Emperor probably wasn't thinking that they was doing him dirty, because they was probably playing and all in his face and laughing and, you know, sharing drinks, whatever, partying and everything like this. And they was all laughing at how the Empress was being done, okay, or the feminine energy was being done. And at the end of the day, they sent another hoe in to come in and just throw salt in the game. But they might have been looked at me like 𝘍𝘢𝑒𝑒𝑒𝑚, because, you know what I'm saying, I'm like, I want it now, like, give it to me. You know what I'm saying? But it was a reason for that. It was a reason for that. And we have punish and reverse, because I feel like the universe ain't playing with y'all. Keep on playing around thinking that you could kill somebody that's fucking immortal. Okay? We got armadillo. All right? We got member here. Okay? It's almost like somebody's been accepted into something and somebody's trying to act like they're not, okay? All right? But then we have steam here, okay? It's like somebody's not going to be letting off steam, or somebody's not pissed off anymore. We was talking about that volcano energy earlier. But we was also seeing smoke signals was in reverse here, okay? So this could be also somebody's communication being cut off or something finally here. Because these people been working on something hard. But you can't kill this Empress. I'm coming in that motherfucking Christ energy, period. I don't care about how you don't like how I talk or what I say or anything like that. And my reign is going to be lasting forever. And anybody that's trying to come against me is working for me. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you see what I'm saying? No matter how somebody trying to make it seem, I know who I am. All right? They can try to mix up the language or do whatever they want to do all they want, but they ain't stopping nothing up over here. All right? So again, any masculine that's married to somebody else or got a third party female or putting another bitch before me, they can't even be in the kingdom. You hear me? Where would she want to happen to me, to harm me, or to take from me, to come before me? That's a problem. But then these masculines still be over here, you know, cock blocking on me? Nah. And you ain't giving shit to me? Nah. Not even an opportunity or enough respect for a fucking conversation or a meetup? Nah. That don't make no sense to me. That let me know who the real motherfucking who the real boss is. This is my swipe or no swiping card. Or cock blocking. Okay? Which one is this? The 5? Yeah, the 5 of Swords. This is almost like somebody is, you know, but he got a strong arm. He got something going on with his arms right here that I don't like. That's backing it. Okay? And this person crying. One of these men is crying. Okay? And this got something to do with a scene that happened in the Bible with Jesus when the dark clouds came in. This scene is in the Bible, actually. And we've found it before, but, you know, I'm not going to go all into it right now. All right? So let's just stop this because I feel so bad. I was supposed to go do something for my daughter. I'll be back. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to comment and like and subscribe if you like. And I will see you guys soon. I'm going to come back in a little while. Okay? Bye.